Hello, it's nearly time for Louisville. So I'm doing another one of my makeup videos. I've done a list of what you're to do and which order you're to do it in, and I'm going to follow it now and just make sure that it works. So in preparation, you should moisturize your face and eyelids. So I want you to imagine that I've done that. And then you apply primer. I've got this one. You don't have to have this one, you can have any one. And you apply primer to face and neck in a pressing, rolling type of way, like this. And then you apply concealer to upper eyelids, again pressing and rolling. So I've got this one. This is a Revolution one, but it's just whatever you'd like to use. So I'm going to put this in on my upper eyelid. And then I'm going to use my middle finger to press and roll to make sure that's all nicely blended in. And there's no blobs of excess makeup anywhere. There we are. And now I can't see what I've written. So we're going to do eyes first before we do face makeup, because that way if you drop any eyeshadow on your face, it doesn't matter. So first of all, take a fluffy brush and using the lightest colour, the one at the end here, we're going to apply this lightest colour to the whole of the lid. So right up to the eyebrows and down to the lash line. And this one as well. And that primer will help the eyeshadow to stay on. It's got to stay on all day. There we are. You can even take it into these bits near your nose, just here, just to lighten and brighten that. The next colour, this sort of caramelly colour, this second one here. So we're going to take a different brush and use a sweeping motion in the crease or just above if you have hooded eyes like I do. And don't go too far towards your nose. Can you see the colour when your eyes open? That's the test. And if you can't, then you need to take the colour higher, because I've got really hooded eyes, and especially this left eye that's a bit wonky, and when I'm tired anyway, yeah, there we are. So, and if you hold the brush at the end, it gives you a lighter touch as well. So you want to go side to side in a kind of windscreen wiper type way. Can you see how I'm not going too close to my nose? Don't be afraid to get some colour on there. And then the next thing we're going to do is go for the darker colour. So do the other one first. Oops. Okay, and then the test is to open your eye and see if you can see that colour. And I can't see it on this one, so I'm going to take that higher up. It's quite high, that's almost up to my eyebrow. But if I don't, then you're not going to see that colour. What about that one? Yeah, same with that one. And don't forget, if you wear glasses, then get yourself a magnifying mirror. This one's only 5 times, but I think my other one is 10 times, which is a lot easier. Right, next one is you take an angled brush like this, and this is for the darkest colour. So this one at this end. And then, I'll tell you what I've said. Darkest colour, apply with angled brush to outer corner of your eyelids and blend it towards the middle. Wiggle the same brush along the top lash line. So I do that now. So load it up with colour, and then I'm kind of making a bit of a triangle shape. So it's just really the outer third, just above a third of my eyelid. I'll do the other side first. Oops, gosh, that was quite a lot of colour, wasn't it? Remember, this is stage makeup, so it's got to be quite bold. And then, as I said, with what's left on the brush, just wiggle it along the lash line. Okay, the next thing is the concealer. This is always a scary bit because it looks a bit odd. Okay, so you take your concealer and press more concealer with your finger onto the inner half of the top lid, and then blend the colour from the outer half across to smudge the join. So what you do is you start here and you put the concealer on there. And then I'm going to use my finger, so next to the pinky, and I'm just going to tap that, because I find that's the best way to blend it. If you just tap with your finger. Don't go beyond halfway. We don't want to go over all that dark shadow, because we want that still to be there. Because in a minute you're going to take a brush, that dark brush again, and you're going to blend the edge. So take that dark colour further across. Okay, I might adjust this later, but for now I'm going to leave it at that. And then I think the next step is lashes, our favourites. So cut them to size. I managed to find these ones, and these are only 3/4 length ones, which is handy because then you don't have to cut them to size. So get the glue, put the glue on, wait a minute, and then apply them. Because if you let the glue go tacky, rather than trying to stick them on straight away, it'll be a lot easier. Okay. So this, I believe, is my left one. So let's have a go at this. Wish me luck. And then you just place it on. Hold one end. Hold the other end. Stick it right on the edge of your lid. Push the other one in where you want it to be, and then just tap along with your finger just to stick it into place. And then don't be too hasty with it, just give it a chance to stick. I think probably I didn't give that long enough to set, having told you to wait a minute. So I'll do the other one. Can't see without my glasses on. Here we go. do the other one. So put the glue along the edge. This glue looks blue when you put it on. Looks a bit odd. Anyway. It looks like one of those blue rinsers that old ladies have. Although, actually, I've used that. You know, that blue shampoo you can get, because it stops your blonde from looking too brash. Right, here we go then. Oh, maybe I am an old lady. Well, I suppose I am really now. Oh well, never mind. Here we are, going on, first time, no messing about, just stick it on, and then stick one end on, stick the other end on, tap all the way along, make sure you've got the edges stuck down nicely, because if they're stuck down then generally the rest will follow. See, I didn't give this glue long enough to cure before I put it on. So there we are. I think I've made a better job of that one than the other one. I think that could do with being a bit further across. But anyway, can you hear those dogs barking outside? Drive me nuts, they do. Next, eyeliner. Okay, so I have my eyeliner here. Line the top lid if you need it. Do I need it? I'm not going to put it on today, but I might do on the day. Line the bottom lid and smudge with angled brush in a wiggle movement. Okay, so I'm going to line, can you see me? I'm going to line the bottom lid and I'm just going to do dotted lines. I'm not going to go right to the middle. I'm not going to go, right to the inner corner, because that will be too much. I know that's too much for my eyes. Now, a lot of this is just trying it out and see what suits your face, because one size doesn't fit all. So what I do for my eyes may not work for yours. And that's why I'd like you to practice, so that you can have a look and see what is right for you. So I'm going to use another angled brush here, a smaller one. And I'm going to smudge that liner along there. So I've gone along the lash line with this. And then I'll do the other one. It's so much easier if you practice this. So please, please don't leave it until the last minute. Don't just get your makeup out on contest day and expect it to be easy, because, you know, you wouldn't get up there with a new song, would you, and just sing it? You'd want to practice it. So why wouldn't you practice your makeup? Because it's all part of the performance. Right, I'm going to leave it at that for now. And then mascara, apply to bottom lashes. So, yeah, because if you've got false lashes on, then you don't really need mascara on as well, do you? So, I would make a better job of this eyeliner on the bottom, but I'm just trying to be quick for this video, just so that you get the idea of where to go. And because I don't really have any eyelashes on the bottom, it doesn't really look any different. So there we are. Next, mascara, foundation, and then we get on to foundation. Wait a minute. Oh, I do brows later on. Okay, so yes, now I'm going to do my foundation. So I'm going to use a damp sponge for this, and you just stick it all over your face. And for the new girls, yes, it is orange. Yeah, I know it's orange, but it's just stage makeup, you see. So if we don't wear orange makeup like this, then if we get on stage with just normal day makeup, you will all look washed out. So we all have to put up with this, I'm afraid. Alright, so just slap it all on. Try not to wipe. Use kind of press it and roll it, and that way you push it into the pores. That makes sure you get the maximum amount of spots afterwards. And do it all. So under your neck, right down. So if this is my costume, I would put it around there. And around the back if I was wearing my hair up, or if I've got short hair. And don't forget your ears, because they will look paley-wally if you don't do your ears. So there we are. I'm going to pretend that I've done that all perfectly, even though I haven't just now, but I will on the day. So that's my foundation. What comes next? Foundation, brows. Okay, use a brow pencil. Make sure it's been sharpened. First of all, brush all your eyebrows in an upward direction, just like this. And then just start, oh my goodness, and then start penciling them in. I mean, this colour for me is way too dark, but it is for stage, so that's all right. I mean, I wouldn't choose to walk down the street looking like this. I mean, I know that's fashion and some people like that, but yeah, I wouldn't do this. So don't be scared to draw in your eyebrows, because that definitely frames your eyes and makes them more noticeable from out there. You know, those ladies that sit there with pencils and things. Right, so I've done that. What's next? I could do with an assistant actually to tell me what to do. Finishing powder. I'll have to sort that out for next time. Finishing powder. Sweep over face and neck. So this is your finishing powder. This is not a very new one, but you know, this. And you get a brush that you've sorted out earlier, and just sweep that all over everywhere. Okay, like this. Don't scrub it, just, you know, hold it by the end and just generally flick it all over everywhere. So that's your finishing powder. And then if you've got a bronzer, then it helps to just warm your face up if you use bronzer. I know we're pretty orange anyway, so don't go mad with it. But if you think about doing it in a C shape, a C and another C, well, that would be a number 3, wouldn't it? Depending on which way you do it. And a brush. It's a bit big, that. Wait a minute, I've got a better one in here. Just a sec, don't go away. Right, yeah, that's better. I like that one. Okay, so not too much on your brush. And then I think I would kind of start here and then go up here, so I don't get too much up here. Right, so I'm going into there and then around to here, and I'm going to go do the same at this side. Start there, and then I'm going to go down to here. So I'm going under the cheekbone, I suppose, really. And then just give it a little bit of a wiggly all around here, around your hairline, just to give it that extra warm glow. And then turn over, and we're on to lipstick now. So if you've got a lip liner, you can line your lips. Can you still see me? Yeah, you can. So line your lips. Like that. And then if you've got a brush, put it on with a brush, and if you haven't, just be really careful, because if you put it up to the top and try and put this lipstick on, it will snap because it's really matte. Again, it's stage lipstick, so it has staying power. If you want to, if you find it really horrible, then you could put a little bit of eye cream on your lips But if you can manage without, it does help it to stay on. So you can just press and roll and just use little wiggly movements to get this on your lips. And then I would blot it and then do it again. And then I'll probably blot it again. And don't forget to take that with you in your handbag when you go into the coach, because you might need to reapply it when you get there if you've had a drink of water. And take a straw as well, because then you can drink water without spoiling your lipstick. And I think the next thing is going to be blusher. So take the blusher. We have got different ones because we all used to have this elf one, but they've discontinued this colour. So I just have to find the nearest thing I can to that colour. Be careful, this particular one has a lot of pigment, so be careful. So just tap it on gently and then out towards your temple. And it's better to just put a little bit on to start with and then gradually build it up, because once it's on, it's on. There we are. So make sure you've got plenty on, but not too much. And that, my dears, is about it. I'd probably faff about with that a bit more on the day, and that eyebrow is a bit wonky, sort things out like that. But this was just to give you an idea of what you're to do. So have a go, good luck with that, and don't forget to do something fabulous with your hair. So you need lots of products on it. We want kind of big hair, no ponytails, just, that clip's had a interesting effect on my hair, but there you go. So that's it, done. Have a go, please have a practice. And if you want to send me a photograph of yourself with your makeup on, especially the new girls, that would be great. And I could offer any little tips that I think might be helpful to you. So, see you in Louisville. Bye-bye.